Tonight, for the official reception, is Fiame Naomi Mataafa, the CEO of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade. Good night,
Ua ta oto le ata mu e ta whata whaelani. Ua lako ia fo i ata o le tau le nei. O le vi inga lea. O le vi inga lea o le atua ua o tātou whiloa e le nei aso. O le manuia ma le langi e mamā. O le a au le to e asa asa i me fo i. Le lave lave. O le pa ia ma mamanu. O poto mai ni nei ia. E tawia ina o whawhelo i atu mai ngana kia. Te ianga tonu ai le e mai o papa au. I le nei sa ninga tā ua. Ua mai a ona mori la au whonga. I le itu ngā o ngai atu. E le sunga i whawhea ngaina. Ia ane o sala si osi. I le maenga mua le nei polo kalame e pe i ana whianga iai mai tātou. Tā loka lava and welcome to the official reception to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Friendship between New Zealand and Samoa. On the 1st of August 1962, on these very grounds and ambience of Mailima. In the native land, in Tuvala, Watamalo, Fanoano, in the Fiona, in the Palemia, in the Malo, Tutu, Tassi, Samoa, there were Fiame Naomi Mataafa, no land, Samoa.
Samoa le tunu pele o le ata oto ia I langa tonu o pa ia sa o mo mamalu o wa o le vaa o maea o na fatu te e mpailangu o le afanga tonu le malama I le maleifi maina e tusa o le aunga o le nei sa minga ma le fatawa ina o le so o le aso mua o kuso afe se lau na lua na saini ai vai lima le malienga whakitoa e whawai ai le mafutanga wa lata whale wo a Malo e dua talu ona ve Samoa ma Malo tutotasi o le so ua tātou whatasi ai ma le whionga I le Palemia o New Zealand malana au malanga tātou te whamanatuina whatasi le ono spuru tausanga o le nei pine whamau. Reverend Nuo Sala Siosi, a whionga I le au malu o le Malo, Malemasiofo. Right Honourable Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, Cabinet Ministers of Aotearoa, New Zealand and Samoa. Speaker of the House, Members of Parliament of Aotearoa, New Zealand and Samoa, our former leaders of the government of Samoa, distinguished guests and dignitaries, members of the diplomatic corps, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure for me to extend a warm welcome to the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Right Honourable Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, and your delegation. We are happy to note the cultural and political diversity of your delegation, which adds richness to our experiences and what we share as peoples of the Blue Pacific and stewards of our oceanic heritage. No doubt this visit will carve permanence in our minds on the significance of the Treaty of Friendship. I wish also to acknowledge with appreciation the opportunity provided to me early on in my journey as Prime Minister for my first official visit to New Zealand. We are especially pleased to note that this occasion will further foster the strengthening of people-to-people links and connections between our two countries. Over the last 2 years, we have not been able to visit families and the wider diaspora in Aotearoa due to the pandemic, even though technological advances in information technology had cushioned the tyranny of isolation and separation. Earlier today, on August 1st, we had celebrated the opening of our borders to the world, marked by the arrival of 2 flights from different destinations. Our journey through COVID has been facilitated and generously supported by the Government of New Zealand and its people, and through many different avenues. I am pleased to note that we have been vigilant in capturing all these opportunities to build our resilience and taking Samoa to where it is at, and subsequently making the decision to opening our borders today. We take this opportunity to pay our respects and express condolences to all families of New Zealand and of Samoa who have lost loved ones to COVID-19. We are aware that many of those in New Zealand were of Polynesian heritage, including Samoans. We know that we have not been the most popular destination with our stringent conditions, but we believe we have done our utmost to ensure that our people and those who choose to travel to Samoa are safe and secure. Prime Minister, you can be assured that we will seek your help should there be a turn of events in our COVID-19 status in the future. On our 60-year friendship, it is a privilege to be part of the celebration of this milestone today. Personally, I feel an emotional twinge, as this will be the second time this year that history has repeated itself. On the 1st of June, 60 years later, I had the honor to raise the flag of independence, repeating the honor accorded to my father, the first Prime Minister of Samoa, Fiame Naomi Mataafa, in 1962. Today, I am again at the helm of the celebration of the 60 years anniversary of the Treaty of Friendship. After the original signing in 1962 by Fiame Naomi and His Excellency Mr. J.B. Wright, the then High Commissioner of New Zealand to Samoa. For my generation, the memories of the treaty signing remain on archival records and photographs. We pay tribute to our former leaders, some of whom are with us here tonight and who may have been part of the original signing. The Treaty of Friendship marks the unique relationship between our two countries. I am told this is the only treaty of its kind between New Zealand and another country. The treaty is representative of the unique relationship between Samoa and Aotearoa, New Zealand. The agreement affirms that it is between two governments of sovereign and equal status. The relationship between our two governments is founded on respect for human rights and the purpose and principles of the Charter of the United Nations, and that there is recognition that the close relationship between our two independent states is based on friendship, confidence, and a mutual endeavor to obtain for their peoples fuller opportunities for social progress. Both our governments commit to maintain and strengthen the bonds of amity and goodwill that have existed between them and to provide for continued cooperation. On behalf of the government of the independent state of Samoa, I wish to reaffirm Samoa's commitment to this treaty. We have a shared history. On reflection, our journey in the last 60 years, I wish to pay tribute to our ancestors and the forebears who had built a sound foundation for a bilateral partnership that is durable, tolerant, complementary, and understanding, and a relationship that is mutually respectful, honest, and trusting. We are proud of the contribution Samoans make to all aspects of development in New Zealand. We also take note of the negative aspects and do our best to deliver counsel through familial links and societal connections. Relationships depend on building and rebuilding. We also recognize that we can disagree. But as is the philosophy that is pervasive in the Pacific, there is always space to talanoa and keep dialogue open. The 60-year friendship has withstood the test of time and constant debate. We are committed to being a friend and an equal partner, and are much less a dependent. In the course of our journey, there have been champions of the treaty. We are proud to continue the inspiration and drive of those pathfinders towards an enduring partnership. In closing, the diplomatic bonds between Aotearoa New Zealand and Samoa continue to evolve, but the Treaty of Friendship has endured as the compass of our bilateral relationship and has kept us on course and adherence to principles and values. Our enduring friendship and continued shared history will be defined by how our respective people interact, contribute, and engage in either society. After all, we are products of our histories. I am confident that our unique friendship will continue to expand and deepen, and we recommit ourselves to walk together whatever paths the future may hold for us both as friends and neighbors in our home in the blue Pacific continent. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could invite you to please fill your glasses and join me to propose a toast. Can someone bring me my glass, please? Sao se se Malo ipo waina. Thank you, Alfito. Thank you. I would like to propose a toast to the Treaty of Friendship. May this cooperation pave our common paths into the future. Soifua mai manuia.